You got
Good.
new time code, right?
Time code is good. We're good.
Okay, here it goes. And
All right.
anytime, sir.
You're
Sorry.
good.
Sorry about the delay.
So Derek, I was looking you up online and doing some research. Tell me the story. All right, you went from waiting tables to this instant Hollywood star. Can you tell me the story? Like a quick story?
Well, I didn't really wait tables much. I waited tables at an award show a year prior, or a couple of years prior to me actually winning the award to where I was waiting those tables. It was the Spirit Awards, and the Spirit Award is an award they give you, or it's a ceremony before the Oscars. And I was there. I was cleaning tables and putting packages together for the actors around these tables, and you got $100 a day, and that was huge money. I mean, man, I could take my wife to the movies, get some extra butter on my popcorn, be the man that day, you know. And but I started after that happened. I think 2 years down the line, 2001, 2002, Antwon Fisher happened, and through an audition, I get nominated for a Spirit Award. And when I got to the place where I'm coming to be nominated, I says, this place looks so familiar to me. And I says, babe, you dropped me off here a couple of years ago because I was making that extra money. And she says, that is right. So I just had it in my mind. Then I get to where I'm going, and they call it, best actor. Now, when anybody says best actor, I don't care what award you win it. You go, what? I jumped, I ran to the stage, and I says, hey, man. I says, everybody, I says, listen, I worked here 2 years ago, and I was, waiting tables. And, I says, I didn't steal any of the gifts for the actors, even though I was tempted. And I says, look, I'm here, so it was a good thing I didn't do it, So, that's just one of the ways. But I used to work at a gift shop before Antwon Fisher happened. And Denzel Washington, through an audition, found out where I worked, which I had worked on the same lot where they were holding the auditions. About a month later, weeks later, I didn't hear anything. Denzel Washington comes into the gift shop where I'm working. And the real Antwon Fisher that day is shopping that day. And he comes in and says, I hired you. You're Antwon, you're my lead actor, and I'll see you after work.
Now, I have to say really quick, Antwon Fisher, there are only certain movies that make me cry. I'm not a crier by any means, but that last scene of Antwon Fisher, when the final scene of where you're in the table with all the food, that was really beautiful to me. How was that a big deal to you, like when you saw that scene?
Wait, are you thinking about food right now, or are you supposed to be interviewing
No,
me?
no, I'm thinking about the...
Okay. No, I'm just playing. No, it was huge because it was like it was kind of a welcoming home. It was something like that family. You walk down the same block, you saw the same people perhaps walking the street, but now it's noticed that you are part of the family, and they've been waiting and they miss you, and now they're coming. And now they're surrounding you with all those pancakes.
Now, really quick, talking about Glory Road. Now, you got the ladies on the set. How are you, since you're married? Who got the most ladies off the set?
Oh man, I'm never in that. I mean,
you're out of that world.
Yeah, man.
The party scene wasn't crazy with all you guys afterward.
Man, you have to talk to the other guys about that, man. I don't. I mean. You can, you have more fun being married than you do when you're single,
Oh, so, I want to be in your shoes someday.
Oh, definitely, man.
What about, as far as training goes, how is this different than Friday Night Lights?
Well, Friday Night Lights was a little tougher. We had 2 a days, 6 weeks of training. This one we had maybe 2 to 4 weeks of training. But we just had, what was intense about Glory Road was that we had royalty. We had the Pat Riley who appeared. We had Tim Floyd who did majority of great amount of the coaching. And then the real Don Haskins. So you had NBA, you had championship Pat Riley, you had NCAA, you had all those common knowledge. And I think that was think that was interesting.
Now, in Friday Night Lights, you, because of your knee, you almost went to USC, whereas in this movie you go to Western Texas. If you had a choice to choose right now which school to go to, which one would you go to?
Between the two?
Yeah, it's between the two.
It depends on what I'm being recruited for.
Good. Basketball.
Hey, man, you're not supposed to ask a question with a question. If I was going SC, huh?
You could just say ASU.
ASU.
Nice.
ASU. Hey, it's all the same letters.
Yes.
Just rearrange them differently.
Exactly. You know, with your Spirit Awards, your wife was very important to you. You gave her the honor as well.
Right.
Now, like, what does she bring to the table when it comes to you choosing movies? Do you put a lot of weight on her opinion?
No,
Or does she just honor you and praise you for what you do?
No, man.
Oh.
Marriage is a union, and marriage is a partnership. That some people may not know that many times the woman is played to the back, but she's very much a CEO, executive in the partnership. And anytime you have a wife, and I believe that I married my supposed to be, she's very insightful, very helpful when it comes down to making decisions. I think besides Antwon Fisher, my wife has been a very dominating factor in mostly every other movie that I chose. So I would have to definitely give her the Oscar, for that one. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. Well, Derek, it's been an honor to meet you, and thank you very much.
Hey, thank you,
Let
man.
me just tell you, when you're at ASU, we'll treat you with respect, all right?
All right.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
No worries.